All right, we're back real quick. They got it back up and running. I guess they ended the stream and they didn't know how to restart it. So Justin's figured it out, restarted it for me, and we're going to pick this up with one rack left to go. It's Hill Hill. Lito's come back. Sean to break, I think that was Sean. No? Yeah, Sean to break. He's got one down. You don't need much, but you do need something to start with. Just trying to pick that template out of there as carefully as they can. I know we restarted under the title that this is going to be Don Davidson and Andrew Wroblewski, and they will be up shortly. It's just they were able to get the camera feed back to me, and it's Hill Hill, and I didn't want to miss it. It's Hill Hill. Who doesn't love Hill Hill matches? So for all the marbles and the advancing to the next round of the A side, the winner will take on Nikki Thomas, giving up 2 games, race to 7 and 5. So Sean's gonna take his time, walk around the table. If he could start with high ball, he'd love to go that route, but it looks like it's gonna be low ball, and the 4 and the 6 are causing him some problems. They go, it's tricky position, and it's always a little easier to play position on the 9-foot table. You just have larger targets. The targets on these 7-foots, while the potting is easier, it's the position play where you don't have the same margin for error. Now I think he'll clean up the 2-7, but he may elect to go after the 4-6 now. Play the 3, get the cue ball in on there, maybe move them around a little bit, maybe not. All depends on exactly what he can see. Yeah, he's gonna come off the 3 and try and disturb the 6-4. Gotta watch he doesn't scratch in the corner past that 9. Well, that moved a lot. That really opened up this rack for Sean. As you can see, the 6 goes, the 4 is in position to go from a very large target area position-wise. The only question is there enough room for the 8 to go by that 14 into that bottom left corner pocket? I think there is. He'll take that 6 into the side. Probably the 6, 2, 7, 4, 8. And if he does that, where's my mouse? There you go. He's going to want to leave enough angle to come back. Just doesn't want to be straight. Oh, and he put the 6 off both horns. Lito coming to the table. He's got some work to do. The 11, the 13, the 12 is a little bit tricky. Not too bad, but he can start with the 14 and free the 11 up right now. he's got to watch he doesn't come off that rail between the 8 and the 9 and scratch in the side, so he may end up taking the 9 right after this. Play it gentle, roll the 14 in, use the 9 to get position up in on the 12-10. That is not where you wanted to be. He's going to go after the... Well, he might play safe on the 9 here. But he's going to sell out the 4 or the 6 anyway if he does that. He'd have to roll up to the 9. If he goes after the 11 to the bottom left corner, he does take the chance of scratching off the 8 into the top left corner. Might not, but it's really tough to tell. He played the weight right, but it was headed that way. Now, does he have enough angle to come up table off this 9? It looks really straight. He's trying to cheat the pocket and run it around. That's about as good as he could get there. Has the 10 ball. Got to come back around. He's probably going to play the 12 or the 15 in the same pocket. So this cue ball is going to go 2 rails back out by that top side pocket. Now, if he's got the right angle, he's not got enough angle. Well, my gut reaction is he doesn't have enough angle on the 15 to bump that 13. And he doesn't have the right angle to draw over and create that angle for the next shot off the 12. Not in a position where he can bank that 13, is it? That looks so touchy off that horn. Not gonna be easy. Might have to roll forward on the 15 and just try and get the right angle to draw off the 12. Shoot the 12 inside and draw the cue ball into the 13. That's not... Well, if that 13 slides by that 6, but that is so tight. He may want to run it in and just play the 12 and then... How do you do this? Yeah, just watch for the posts, Jordan. They pop up on the Greater Vancouver Pool Community page. Stop by the Metro. You can usually find out when the next one is. It's been a bit of a gap since the one we did this winter, but you know, we're all busy. Can't be pool all the time, even if we'd like it to be. Oh, can he slide this in and then spin the cue ball up table? Wow, I was not sure there was room there. Oh, that was tight. And especially putting spin on it from there. That couldn't have been as tight as it looked. And if it was, great shot, Lido. Lido advances on the A side, 7-6 over Sean Seguin. What a match. There weren't very many highlights here, but Sean squeezing that 11 ball through and gently rolling in this 8 ball as it pops up. That is not in slow-mo. And then I thought he fouled on this 5 ball, but I thought he didn't foul on the 5 ball. I thought he might have kicked it, but he did not move it. Was ball in hand. I think he went on to take that rack and take a 5-3 lead. We had some technical issues, and we're only able to come back at 6-6, where Lito was able to finish off the rack that Sean left him to take the win, 7-6, and they've left it not started. So I'm gonna message Cody, and we'll see if he has another match coming up. In the meantime, nothing else has really finished. You see, they'll put that match result up. I think Andrew and Dawn are next. They should be waiting, ready to go any minute. So we'll be back in a moment. Oh, don't tell me I've been muted this whole time. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's frustrating. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a refresh on my coffee while we wait for these guys to start, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, well, now that I've remembered to unmute the mic for the start of this match, I was chattering away there for the entire match, or for the entire last game of the last match. where Alito wins 7-6, and got defeated by the mute button. That's my nemesis these days, the mute button. Don with a great break. Gets that second ball to pop into the side pocket. He's got options. Neither one looks too bad. Got that 7-13 in the top right. This is an issue. This might be an issue. And whether you're high or low, the cluster around the 8 ball doesn't matter because you're going to clear that out before it gets there. Well, that's not exactly what Don wanted. He may have to play the 7. Oof. If he can play the 3, he'd rather play that, but he may have to play the 7 off the rail, off the 4 in the side, and that's a touchy one. Looks like he's got enough of the 3. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought then. If he couldn't see the 3, that might have been real tough. Drawing off the 7, spinning it back over here. He wants to get on this side of the pocket line. If he's short, it's not good. He won't be able to get to the 6. Oh, that might be a little long. It's a little bit longer than he would have liked, but he can probably, he's looking at coming into the rail and then hitting the 15 and using the 15 to stop the cue ball there. From there, he still has the 6, and any look at the 6 towards that pocket, and you can get on the 8. He may even try and go into the 15 first. Oh, that might work. That might work. Oh, it looks like he might be just a little too high on the table. He's got to squeeze by that 8. Oh no, he's just going over there to check, see if it goes by the 11. Stuck to the rail. He can't really drop. Oh, he could drop back if he wanted to. He can kind of cue it beside the rail. But he's not going to. He's going to play with top. Come right through. Oh. Rattles the 6. Did have a shot on the 8. But that'll bring Andrew up with a great opportunity. I gotta stop saying stuff before I've really analyzed the table. This isn't a great opportunity. You can't really see a ball to make one. He can back cut the 14, but that's a pretty harsh cut. He's probably going to end up playing safe here. Just shoot the 14 into the center of the end rail and draw the cue ball back down towards the 11, but maybe not. No, he went after it. Letting the cue ball go. Well, he's improved a little bit, but not much. Reverse bank on the 10. That was all about just not giving up the 6 ball. Don's going to have to go up and down. Now, the good part about this is he can play at pocket weight, and he's going to have a shot on the 8. He'd like to hit it 2 rails. Oh, too much spin on that one. Ball in hand to Andrew. Now he has a great opportunity to finish this rack out. No, I know a lot of people like to start at one end of the table and work their way down, but I don't mind taking the 9, 15, 10, 11, 8. Just work your way towards the 10. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Andrew's choice selection here makes total sense. He's getting just a little further out of line each time, but he can still make it work. I think the last time I played Andrew, he beat me like 9-1. Played great. 7-1 or 9-1. Let's just say it wasn't close on my part. Rolling it in for a chance at the 8. Oh, he's checked it and he's left it on the 50-yard line. Bank it, top right corner pocket, or he's playing safe. Oh, he's going to kick at it. Yeah, you're almost aiming at the diamond here. Oh, he's left the door open for a little touch safety here. Don can just thin the 6, leave the cue ball on that side rail. It does need to bounce out a bit though. It's got to block the cut, the straight cut away. It needs that cue ball to come at ½ inch or an inch off that rail. Oh, he goes for the bank side and gets it, but he's hooked. Well, he's not hooked. He's just jammed up on the 8. Bring out the old Massey shot here. I got my button on the replay button, my finger on that replay button. I'm losing my ability to use words. It wasn't strong to begin with, so, you know, that's kind of scary. Andrew kicking at it, called the 8. Oh, and he's hung it up in the pocket. Oh, man. Don with rack 1 after a bit of a ticky-tack little safety battle there. We've got some pretty good tournaments coming up around here. The Slow Roller Room in the garage have one. I should probably see if I can get that poster. See if I can steal it. And then I'll put it up. I think they're combining forces with District Billiards in Kelowna. And this might be a good idea, or a good time to see if District can get the system in place, Justin. That'd be pretty cool. All the other matches underway. This is a tricky little table. He's in a great spot right now. No, if you can take that 2, you'll have the 6 and the 5 sitting right there. Finish cleaning those out. He's got to work out something on the 4. It does go to the same pocket, but A little trickier for position. Oh, and Andrew jaws the 2. Don will probably play the 15-11 in the side, maybe 15, carry him off the 12-11 in the side. He's just looking at it to see exactly how he needs to play it. You want to hit this so that if things are going to move, they don't just tie up again. So that might be a little stiff. There you go. Doesn't want it to go in front of the 7. He's opened up the rest of the table for himself, but he has kind of blocked in that 12 ball. Cutting the 13 in off the 15 in the side. Is that what he's going for? I didn't see the call. Oh, he cut it in clean from that speed at that angle. Pretty nice shot, Don. Oh, and he draws right past the 7 into the corner pocket. That'll be a ball in hand to Andrew, who's probably going to cut that 7 in nice and thin right now. Yeah, no hesitation, goes right after it. He'll take the 2 ball or the 5-2, depending on where he ends up laying the cue ball down. Got a very tall stance, does Andrew. Now needs to work out the 6 ball. 8 ball goes by the 14. The 14 isn't blocking half the pocket, so. Oh, is he gonna scratch? Oh, wow. Makes the combination, avoids the scratch, but he's kicking, and the 10 ball's in the road. If he plays this to the left side of the 10, he's gonna need to put just a 1/8 of a tip of right on it. That's gonna work. No, I thought it was gonna work. Get the 2 rails, come off the 5, make the 5 come around for the 4. So just when you think it's gonna be over, strangeness ensues, and Don has another kick at the cat. This guy's racing to 6, just warming up, getting the speed of the table down here. Don's pretty strong shooter. I think his Fargo's in the 630s or 640s. I'm not sure on that. So Don leading 2-1. Sorry, I got a message there I had to answer. Familial stuff. Thanks for the likes and the shares, folks. I'd really appreciate them. It does help out, especially when you share it. Helps me reach a wider audience. Speaking of which, I should probably do some of that. think I... There we go. Here we go. Rack number 3. Again, 8-ball on a 9-foot is just a little easier than an 8-ball on a 7-foot. It's the clusters, it's the position play that makes it tough. Hoping to get more of the ELO stream systems out there. If you do get an ELO stream system and you want me to commentate, just send me a message. If I'm available, I'm in. I can't do every tournament because a lot of them run at the same time, but I don't mind. Oh, we finally have a little itty bitty bit of a website up and running. It's just basically for some articles that I've been writing with regards to the pro scene. But, over the next 6 months to a year, I really hope to add to it and make it better. I'll get a bunch of other things that depend on what I can do and when I can do it, sort of thing. But, yeah. That, and hopefully at the mid-August, I might have an opportunity to head down to Sacramento, and I want to check out Hard Times Billiards while I'm there. See Oscar Dominguez and the crew that play out of that hall. Andrew a little heavy with the safety there. Didn't really sell out the 5, but it does go now. Just hasn't really given Don a starting option. He's going to have to try and bank that 5. Doesn't really want the cue ball to go anywhere here. Just roll forward a little bit. He's got the double bank. Not intended. So Andrew, with control of the table, everything is open now. That 9-ball would be a great starting ball if he can see it. Looks like he does. Now, if he's still got that 11 ball, I might want to roll that 11 ball in, take the 12, 13, 15, 10, 8. He's in perfect line right now, especially if he can get that 11 ball. Roll that 11 ball in. Doesn't look like he can see it from here, I guess. Maybe that 4 ball's just blocking enough that he can't slide the cue ball past it. Not quite there. He's given up a decent look at the table here to Don, though. Just remember, all hours plumbing. John Sparks. For all your plumbing needs. Sean McCullough over at Bortec for any of your hydraulic cylinders, hoses, pumps, motors, and valves. These are just some folks that support pool in the Lower Mainland and have for years. Or pool players with companies or jobs or positions they'd like to promote. Patrick Bayless over at Karma Tattoo. Said earlier, my brother's getting a tattoo there. It's huge, looks awesome. And Larry Anderson, another longtime supporter of pool in the Lower Mainland. Fantastic guy. Amy Wilson of Moi Photography. Dawn needs to get past this 12 somehow. Oh, just powers it through. Dead straight on the end rail, though. Although, believe it or not, you can actually cheat this 2-ball a hair. And you could draw right out of it. Power draw with a little bit of bottom left. Draw right out of it. No, he just stunned it up table. Well, that's not bad either. That'll work. Probably a better solution, actually. Got to wait for the fellow on the other table to finish shooting. And then he'll take this 8-ball bottom right. If he makes it, it's a 3-0 lead. He'll be halfway there. Oh, drives it into the side rail. Here you go, Andrew. Time to get on the board. Huge rack this is right now. Down by 1 or down by 3. 2-game swing. Again, that's difficult position for the cue ball. He's going to have to take the 11 and just leave the cue ball there. Well, he drew it back a little bit, and then that might have made this a little tougher. He may just have to roll the cue ball into the end rail and play one of the 15 or the 10 into this bottom right corner pocket, rather than coming around 2 rails and playing one of them in the same corner pocket, top left. Oh, he had lots of angle. It's going to end up perfect for the 15. And just roll this 15 in, bring the cue ball 1 rail, about 6-8 inches off the rail after the 15. Oh, this is going to come across center. This could be tricky. He could crash into the 8 here. He should miss it. He should miss it. He should be okay, but if he doesn't play this exactly right, he could go into it. No. Nicely done. And Andrew, with 1 on the board, now trails 2-1. Don had a great opportunity to go up 3-1, or 3-0, but let it slip away. Crystal Palace Cues out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Oh, thoughts and prayers out to Damien Pong Panic, the owner of Jam Up Apparel. Having some health issues right now, seems to be recovering. Hopefully that continues. Best wishes, sir. I don't know Damien personally, but everything I've seen and everybody I've talked to, that nobody I've met has a poor word to say about him. He's always sponsoring players and events. It's fantastic to see. They produce a great product too. I have one of their shirts. Should probably get some more. Andrew to the table, and this one is messy. He's gonna try and get that 13 down and somehow get that cue ball over there for the 10 or the 9. Oh, it's gonna end up funny. Well, he may have pushed that 9 ball too much into the road of the 5. And how he gets from the 10 into that cluster from here, I'm not sure. Andrew isn't sure either, as he stands at the table just weighing his options. He's got the 10 in the side, that's clear, but does he have enough angle to move the cue ball around anywhere? Well, he's got a little bit of... Wow, that's so straight. So straight, I'm not sure he can do anything here. I think that was mostly leave. But he's left the 1 ball open, and from there, Don's good enough. He can make things work. It is tricky with the 8 there. He's gonna bump into the 8. Is he gonna have anything afterward? He'll definitely have the 6. But the 2, 3, 4, 5 cluster is a problem. Could play the 4. He's looking at that right now. Play the cue ball off the 4 into the 11. Get the 2 on a carom and break the 4 and the 5 out. Oh, didn't even need to get the 5 out. 3's open. He can take that 5 right now. Come around for the 3 in the side. The 11 ball is blocking part of that side, but not enough to really affect anything. A little bit too far on the 4, but he should be able to make this work. 6 ball is pretty wide open. You'd have to be in some place absolutely horrible to not have a look at it. Stop the cue ball right there, and I think you're all right. You could back it up if you wanted to play the cue ball into the end rail. Just like that. There it is, Dawn getting up 3-1, racing to 6. This is your 2023 Summer Tournament of Titans, coming to you from the Metro Coffee Bar and Billiards, 3175 Kingsway in Vancouver, BC. They did, no, we won't talk about that because not supposed to, but anyway. It's Handicapped 8-ball. All the matches are scheduled. You must be there when it's scheduled to start. There's no green fees, no admin fees. 100% of the money is paid out. So if you're there, buy some food, buy a beverage, help support the Metro Coffee Bar and Billiards and Jose Lazaro, who's been very, very generous with his club, with his time. It's been an amazing supporter of pool in Vancouver area. So help him out. Grab a bite to eat while you're there. Rack number 5. Watch the 9-ball. Oh, it got kicked. 15-ball got kicked as well. And the 13-ball ricochets off the cue ball into that top side pocket. Low ball. Looking like something's there to work with. Guys working together to get the template off the table. Pretty good sportsmanship at these events, I gotta say, man. I've been down there for a few of them, and pretty much all these players know each other to some degree or another. As is the case in most cities, most of your pool players know each other. And they're all pretty respectful. Pretty good sportsmanship on display almost every time we do one of these, or Cody does one of these. Wow. That really would have set Don up for running this rack out if he had been able to pot that one. As it is, if Andrew can see the one, he'll take it. If not, he's probably going to be shooting the 6. There it is. This is the run out opportunity Don was looking for. Ooh. Not sure Andrew tried to bump the one with that, but he'll take it. Probably drawing off the one. You could either draw off it or you can go forward off of it and still get into this area here. Oh, we wanted angle the other way on the 3. Now you're looking at going in and up, trying to get as straight as possible on that 4 as you can. Oh, you elected to take the longer shot, which on a 7-foot admittedly is not that long. If you can go into the rail and pop out, almost get the cue ball right where the 4 is, you'd have a great look at the 2. Well, looks like you might have to come back a little bit. That's tricky when you're angled at the side pocket. He may have gone too far. Nope. Thought he might have been just looking at it to see if he could still do it, but he says he's got a piece of it. Perfectly on the 7. This should put Andrew back within 1. He tried to hold it, and he ends up looking at the 47-yard line here. Now he's going to have to cut it to the side. Yeah, I think the cut is to the side. He's going to double check it all, though. He's going to look and see which one he feels a little bit more confident in. Indicates the side pocket. It's going to be close. I don't think he got a kick there either. Looked like it was good contact. Utkarsh Zoting has advanced through Martin Raymond with a score of 0-0. So that tells me that maybe Martin didn't make it out to the tournament today and had to forfeit his first match. Another result just in. Sasha Kotaccini has defeated Al Damji. So results for the second round of first round matches. They only have 6 tables, so it takes there's 16 matches. Just about 3 rounds of the table to get through the first round. Don trying to get back out into the middle. Should have that 12. It's not as far as he would have liked, but he's okay. He can cut this in and bring the cue ball back for the 10 on the side. Or, if he so chooses, the 15. Oh, he elected to get a little fancy and knock the 15 and the 9 around. It worked out perfect for him, though. Just a hair left-hand spin, gently roll this in. That should be it for this rack, though. 15 top right, 10 ball bottom middle pocket, 8 ball bottom right. It's a tic-tac-toe roadmap, 3 or 4 ball finish here. Don leads 4-1 in this race to 6. So there you have it. Those are some of the results that have come in. Iris Wang will take on Utkarsh Zoting in the next round. Jamie Ishii will take on Sasha Kotaccini. Stephen Folan playing Lee Kitson should be underway, along with Gary Sankey and Mike Scott. That'll be a good match as well. Sean Telbin and Justin Lee. They should be up soon. Maybe they'll be on the next match. Don't know. Solid break from Andrew, but he's not getting any luck here. Did anything go down at all? Nope, dry break. Oh, and Dawn puts the 4-ball off the horn of the side pocket. Crack in the armor. Can Andrew make the most of it though? And cut his lead to 2. I'm not kidding, man. If you guys haven't watched the Matchroom events that are live, I know that it started at 4 o'clock in the crazy morning because it was over in Spain, but just amazing production value from Matchroom. I mean, I know a lot of people have a lot of little comments and complaints about it, but realistically, when you think about how pool was portrayed back in the 80s and 90s, and now this is what we've got, it's head and shoulders above anything that was done back then. I would like to see a telestrator on there though, but that might be more of an operator training issue. That's about the only thing I'd really like to see, is because I mean, JJ's really good at JJ and Carl Boys are really good at describing what's going on, but sometimes it'd be nice to see exactly what they mean. Andrew's going to cut that 1 onto the 5. Hope it doesn't tie up on the 11. Could come off the rail off the 1 and tie up on the 11. No, it stays fairly clean, although the cue ball didn't. Cue ball in a little bit of a funny position here. Not sure what his plan is here. He's still looking. Is he trying to bank the 6? It doesn't go, does it? No, he's just trying to tie something up. Yeah, you know, that can work too as a pretty good strategy when you don't have anything else. Dawn, meanwhile, it's going to have to figure out what to do with the 11. The 12 ball isn't that bad of a position because it still goes to the side as long as you've moved the 14 first. So there are some balls that it makes more logical sense to take them in a certain order.
You were on my mind today for the first time in a long time, and I pulled out my phone and rang. I hope you don't mind, but hear your voice and I freeze. Hello, who is it you say to me? And I open my mouth to speak, saying I don't.
I'm gonna try and draw off this 15 just a little bit.
This isn't something that I usually do.
Try and get in there for another one of those balls in the cluster. No, he's missed it.
Oh, it used to be sad, but now I'm out of the blue. Oh, it used to be sad, but now
He'll try banking the 12 now, bank corner.
and then we talk for hours.
Oh, maybe not.
Everything. We both changed in the best ways, and this could turn into anything. And as we
Tried to bank it to the side, didn't get it there.
I hear from you now, and I swear that you could hear me smile, saying I don't need.
Andrew will have the 3 in the side. He's going to move the 6 out. Will he have a shot at the 6 afterwards? Or the 2 if he keeps going? Got to get the cue ball through it. That was the danger, is trying to get through that 8-14 cluster. Still got the 1, but trying to get from the 1 down to the 2 is going to take one amazing shot. A little bit jacked up. Oh, clips the edge of the 10. Don with ball in hand. Has to figure out something for that 11 if it doesn't go by. Even if it does go by, I'd still probably take it right now.
I don't mean to call you out of the blue. This isn't something that I usually do. And you might not believe me, but I swear that it's true. Oh, I used to be sad, but now I'm out of the blue. Oh, I used to be sad, but now I'm out of the blue.
He's got some stuff to work with here. Cut that 13 to the top middle pocket. It looks like the 11 goes by the 8 or by the 1, but maybe it doesn't. There are some matches today that I'm going to just let the match run and not commentate. I have some things to get done, and I'm going to be here all day and all night. And I don't want to burn out because normally by Sunday, I'm pretty exhausted and kind of out of it a little bit. So I will commentate on most of the matches, but there will be probably two, maybe 3 throughout the day that I don't commentate on. And that's just, I'll still stream them so you guys can watch. But I just have a few things I need to get done in addition to, commentating. And I want to be somewhat fresh for tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. Because this is a 2-dayer. And normally by the end of the second day, it's either so late that I just let it run. I think the last one I tried to just stay awake so I could turn the stream off after it was all done. Don tried to not break that 11-1 apart. He's going to give up the ball in hand, and that might be all Andrew needed. That might be all he needs. Not what he was planning. Did not intend for that 11 ball to come out that far so Don would be able to play it. You see him gently roll this 14 in. Oh, I thought he was going to play that a little softer and roll the cue ball in. Should be okay here. He is going to have to go forward off this 12, though. So he has to watch he doesn't get stuck in behind the 1-2. He's going to go into the end rail, try and come 2 rails out past the one, out into the middle of the table. Oh, he didn't want to hit the second rail that far up, but at least he's got a shot at it to get on the hill, take a 5-1 lead. As soon as this ends, we will stop the stream. We will restart with the next match coming up. I'm trying to do it this way so that when everybody wants to find a match, or when the players want to look back at the match they did, they can find their own match just by searching for their names. So there it is. 5-1. Don is on the hill. Okay, Don with a dry break. No? Did he get one? Yeah, he did get one. So with an opportunity to close it out, and it's probably one of the more open breaks we've seen. The 3-4 may cause some issues, but he could go after that right now with the 2. Has elected not to. He'll clean up that right-hand side of the table first. Ooh, in on the 4 nicely. This should lead to the 3 in the side. That's what he's looking at. He's just going to stun the cue ball forward and a little bit to the left. Try and end up right here. Oh, he would have liked to have had just another ½ inch. He doesn't want to be queuing too close to that 13. He is a lefty though, so he gets to reach this with a lot of comfort. Us right-handed players might have been struggling a bit. Oh, and he hit that perfect. Well, almost perfect. I spoke too soon. It has rolled up on the 8, so he may have to jack this up. This is a little bit more difficult for a lefty. Don is a tall guy, so he's going to have a bit of more of an advantage reaching shots. That worked out fairly well. This could be it. Andrew could be sent to the B side. And Deepak Hemnani has defeated Joko Yalong 5-3. And there it is. Mr. Don Davidson defeats Andrew Wroblewski 6-1. Don found his gear quick and didn't let up. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Just as soon as they tell me who's up next, I'll reset the stream, retitle it, and it will have those players on the stream. Could even be Justin Lee and Sean Telvin if they're not already playing. Anyway, we'll be back soon, folks. We'll see you in a bit.